Tulare County deputies are now rallying in support for one of their captains and his family as he undergoes a kidney transplant next week.
Fox 26 News reporter Myra Franco joins us live in studio with who his surprise donor turned out to be and how you can help them during the recovery phase of this story. Myra?
Monty, Liz, Captain Harold Liles has been with the department for almost 2 decades now. And for the first time, he's going to be out of the office for a while. His work family has created a GoFundMe fundraiser to ease the financial burden for him and his family. We're told he has to stay in the Los Angeles area for about a month for his recovery.
He was still working. The only time he was off is if he had a doctor's appointment.
Despite Tulare County Sheriff's Captain Harold Liles' health on the line, a good friend of his, Under Sheriff Tom Sigley, says he always remained in good spirits.
You know, I always joked with Harold about why do you always walk around with a smile on your face? It gets annoying. You know, it's not everything's happy all the time. Oh yeah, it is. It's always good. You know, there's days he came in and you can tell he didn't feel like it or it didn't feel good, but he's always positive and always laughing, and he's a good person.
Sigley says Liles beat kidney cancer a few years ago, but he says last year his other kidney started shutting down. He was put on a kidney transplant waiting list. Little did Liles know at the time his son Darius would secretly become his life-saving donor.
Initially, they didn't tell him who the donor was. They just told him we found a match. And then I think it eventually, somebody slipped or it came out or something, and he was kind of hesitant to let him do it. And as a family, I'm sure they prayed and came up with.
He is scheduled for surgery on October 8th at Cedars-Sinai Hospital in Los Angeles, but he's expected to stay in the area for 4 to 5 weeks for observation.
And most of the prices around that hospital at Cedars-Sinai were $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 for the 6 weeks, which obviously is high, you know, given the area. So we just thought we'd throw up a GoFundMe and see if we could help.
But Sigley says Liles only agreed to allow the department to go public with the fundraiser on one condition.
I kind of had to talk him into it. And then when I asked him yesterday when you reached out, or whoever reached out, hey, the news wants to do something on this. Do you want this out public? And he says, well, as long as you make the focus organ donation. He says that is so important, he says, because it changes people's lives.
Showing that even as he is on the verge of a life-saving operation, he hopes the same for others in his situation.
He believes very much in the Lord and in his faith, and he'd do anything for you if he could.
Liles' wife is also taking time off to take care for him. His son, who is donating his kidney, and his wife are flying in from out of state for the surgery. Now, if you would like to help the Liles' family through the GoFundMe fundraiser, I will have a link attached to the story on KMPH.com. Liz, Monty.
Thanks so much, Myra. And this Sunday afternoon, by the way, Visalia Scoops, located on Main Street, will be hosting a fundraiser to help Captain Liles' family. That fundraiser will be from noon to 5. It says that 50% of all proceeds will be donated to Captain Liles. And it's remarkable when you saw the picture of him and his son, as his son was wearing a fire department uniform. So clearly service runs in the family.
Circling right back.
Exactly.
Hi, I'm Monty Torres of Fox 26 News on YouTube. Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel, where we have loads of great content for you to choose from. And while you're here, why not click on the subscribe button right here? That way you can stay in touch with all the latest breaking news, everything news related within the Central Valley. And thank you for watching.